Hi guys, it's your fit doc aka Kristen Simone here, and I'm back with another video. This video is about the importance of secondary applications. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you clicked on my video. I promise you will not regret it. Before we move on, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, we're a small channel over here, but it really helps whenever you like and comment so I can be given the opportunity to help and motivate others. Secondary applications vary depending on what school you're applying to. Some secondary applications will only ask about your past charges, like felony charges, misdemeanors, traffic tickets, things like that. Maybe if you have a member in your family that's already a doctor. Some of them can be very dry. Others can be very extensive that require 3 essays to write. But regardless of what school secondary applications look like what, it's important to get personal with the goal of connecting with whoever's reading your secondary application. That is the main goal of your secondary application, is so they can get to know you more, so they can get to know you off paper, without numbers, without stats, without percentages. And that's the main goal for the secondary application. Now, not everyone is awarded a secondary application. Some schools are invite only, but most schools will just automatically send you a secondary application because it's kind of part of the application process before you get offered an interview, if you get offered an interview. So secondary applications, I would say, are pretty common, but like I said, some are invite only. In this video, I am going to give you some common secondary application essay questions so you can just kind of prepare yourself with what you may be getting yourself into. I know for DO schools in particular, they may ask why you chose the DO route, what stands out to you as far as osteopathic medical school, and why you chose to apply to an osteopathic school. I know for one essay that I actually just completed, I was required to read a passage and kind of explain what the passage was speaking about and what that specific person learned in the passage. I was also asked to connect what that person learned to how I will learn as a student doctor and throughout my journey in school. I was also asked to write about a time where I had to use a lot of grit and perseverance and diligence to be able to attain whatever it is I wanted to attain. And honestly, that's a common type subject that they're gonna ask you about. Was there a specific time in your life where you just needed so much perseverance and diligence, and where you really showed grit that you were gonna do whatever it was that you wanted to do in order to reach your goals? Like, that's very common. They wanna know that you are someone that can take pressure, possibly can take hard work. Obviously, you don't see doctors around here all the time for no reason, so they want to know that you are not out for the count, that you are in, that you are persevering, that you have a strong mindset, all that. Of course, during this COVID time, they may ask you if there were some other things that you wanted to do, that you planned on doing as far as your application is concerned, but like COVID kept you from doing it. So maybe you wanted to shadow a doctor or be a part of a volunteer experience or travel to help people, underserved communities. And of course, COVID shut that down. So they want to know like what you were planning to do, what you already wanted to do before this whole thing happened, so they can kind of get a better idea of the kind of person that you are and other experiences that you were interested in. I will say, I'm gonna give my own little opinion in here. I feel like you should have already had some type of experience before COVID. I know that some people apply to medical school during undergrad, and maybe perhaps they were athletes, so they didn't really have a lot of time. But even then, hopefully you were already a part of some things that allowed you to work with other people and be a part of the community and possibly do something that is relevant in the medical field. Maybe not, maybe so. I'm not an admissions counselor, so I really don't know. But I'm just throwing in my little opinion because I just feel like the pandemic shouldn't have halted your achievements up until this point. If you're interested in medicine, or if you're a well-rounded person, you should have already been a part of some organizations that can make you stand out, or could possibly create a situation where you can speak on whatever experiences you've had prior to COVID. So that's just my little 2 cents. Your secondary application will build their questions that they ask you in the interviews. It's so important to be vulnerable. Even in your primary application, whenever you're writing your personal statement, it's important to be vulnerable because vulnerability creates conversation, and conversations lead to interviews. They want to be able to get to know you as a person. If they like you on paper, they should love you in person if you're not lying about your application. Make it personal. Make it vulnerable. Be real with these people. Some secondary applications may ask, why you want to be a doctor, what specific qualities will make you a good doctor. Other questions may include what you will bring to that specific campus, what characteristics about yourself will better that campus and why they should choose you to go to that campus. I really feel like I covered a lot of those questions. And a lot of times, like I said, the interviewers will build their questions and what they want to ask you based off of your secondary and primary applications. Back in the cycle of 2020, I recorded my interview process at VCOM. I tag it up there, but I went over the different questions that they asked me that I wasn't really prepared for. But it all ended up working out. So I encourage you to watch that video as well, so you can just get a better idea of like what certain schools will ask you during interviews. I also posted an interview video on how to prepare for them, so make sure you click that too. But again, you guys, it's really a conversation. You shouldn't really be nervous. I know like everyone is probably gonna be nervous, but be you. You are perfectly and beautifully you. Be you, and that's it. Because there's only one you, and the school will be able to see that. So that's it for this video. Short and sweet. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I'll be coming with some heat over these next couple months, so I'm very excited. And I'll see you guys in the next one.